What if I told you that there's a rare armor-plated insect lurking in the Barrens that not only looks like it's crawled straight out of an old school horror movie, but can actually be tamed as your loyal companion? Today, we are hunting the elusive Silithid Harvester, and trust me, this bug's got bite. I'm your host Rayman from Respawn Games, and let's get to it. So in terms of its lore, Silithid Harvester originally appeared during the quest The Harvester in the Northern Barrens. But in that quest, players would use the control console operator manual to activate a Silithid control orb, summoning the Harvester to attack them. So at the time, the Harvester wasn't actually a naturally occurring mob. It had to sort of be summoned as part of a quest line. But after Cataclysm, it was added to the natural spawn table in the Barrens and actually became a tameable beast, as you can see for yourselves. But it does have, obviously, has a strong connection to the Silithid swarms. So, as it is part of the Silithid, an insectoid race closely tied to the old gods, especially Khatoon, the ancient being sealed in Qiraji. Silithids are believed to be the foot soldiers of the Qiraji Empire, which itself was created or mutated by the old gods. The presence of the Silithid Harvester in the Northern Barrens hints at Silithid incursions beyond their usual hives in Southern Kalimdor. It also suggests sort of scouting parties, possible expansions of their hive network, or remnants of older swarms that once spread across central Kalimdor before they were pushed back. In terms of the drops though, again, nothing special really. A lot of greens. I don't think there are any blues, and nothing else either. No epics or legendaries. Just a lot of stuff like this that, you know, it's, like I said, it's really not worth trying to farm because of the insane spawn times that take quite some time. Like, you know, it can take a couple of hours for it to respawn. And if you look at the drop rate, you know, most of these are under there's like less than 1% chance of you actually getting one of these items. So, I wouldn't say it's worth it, guys, but if you want to try and chase a set, you know, by all means. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this really. I just don't think it's worth it. But I'm just showing you guys what you could get if you wanted to pursue that, of course. It only has one ability though, and that's the Summon Harvester Swarm, which is quite a cool one because each time it summons like a little Silithid to come help it in battle. So it can be quite useful actually. As for its location though, it's right next to Desolation Hold in the Southern Barrens. And it's pretty easy to get to, if I'm being honest. It's right next to the, funny enough, right next to the Horde bonfire there. And the closest stable master is next to, it's right next to Fort Triumph. So you're going to want to go there first. Okay, so we start our video here on Stormwind Harbour. So I quickly realised that it's not actually in the Eastern Kingdoms, it's in Kalimdor. So we have to head there first. So I'm just showing you guys where it is on the map. If I can find the Southern Barrens. They're useless. There. Been a while since I properly looked at the Barrens, but yeah. So it's just by there, by Desolation Hold, and you're just going to want to head there. But you want to go to Fort Triumph first if you're Alliance, so you can see Stable Master. Okay. So yeah, if you are in Stormwind, you're going to have to get the... I'll get the portal there, which will take you to sort of Rutherun Village, which is just outside Darnassus. I mean, this is the quickest way that I know. Maybe I'm being a bit of a noob here, because I literally don't know any other way to get there. But, and then you have to sort of take the arduous journey all the way down to the Southern Barrens by flying. If I were you, I would just go and see the Hippogriff there, the Hippogriff Master, and just fly down. And just, yeah, take it from there, really. So I'm not really, I don't really want to bore you guys to death, you know, while we're flying, and you just make the whole video be about me flying. Otherwise, all my videos would be that way, really. So, just wanted to talk a little bit more about it, really. So, I'll try and describe it the best way I can. So, it's a huge armoured insect with a distinctive sort of helmet-like shell. And it is part of the Silithid family, which means to anyone who is a beast mastery hunter like myself, it's an exotic pet. So it actually makes it stand out then, because it's obviously it's more difficult to catch because you have to be a beastmaster hunter to get it. It's actually from WoW Classic as well, so it kind of gives that vintage look, and it kind of, like I mentioned earlier, it ties into the early World of Warcraft quests in the Barrens. And I feel like it's one of those pets that turns heads when you walk by, you know. There you go, guys. I told you I'd skip it for you because it would have been a really long, boring video otherwise. So whilst that's happening and whilst we're waiting to actually get there, I thought I'd give you sort of my best interpretation from the research I found about it. So Silithid Harvester might have actually been a rogue or sort of autonomous Silithid sent out ahead of a larger hive to scout and seed new territory in the Barrens. It's got a kind of aggressive response to players in the quest, and its isolated patrol route seems to make it look like a fell remnant of a larger force, operating without the direct Qiraji control. The name itself, though, I would think, like Harvester, could imply it's a special role within the hive itself, such as collecting biological samples, spreading spores, or creating new nests. But it may have actually been engineered for adaptability, making it more durable and aggressive than other Silithid drones. In terms of like the aftermath of the War of the Shifting Sands, some speculate it's a straggler from the War of the Shifting Sands, the epic battle between the Qiraji and the Night Elves, centuries before WoW's timeline. And after the sealing of Qiraji, a few Silithid, like the Harvester, could have remained active far from their hive, continuing their mission in isolation. I would have said his presence in the Barrens serves as sort of a reminder of the old god's influence beyond Silithus, almost like a ticking time bomb, suggesting their corruption is always just beneath the surface. So the first place we're going to head to is Fort Triumph, where the closest stable master is, because if any of you have watched my videos before, you know about the importance of going to a stable master first, because you need space in your stable to be able to tame a new pet. So you've got 5 spaces altogether, but you only need 1 space to be able to tame a new pet. So as long as you've got the 1, it's fine, but I'm just going to give you a little demonstration because it can go horribly wrong if you don't have any space, because you can go all the way there, go to tame, and it'll just say you haven't got space and you have to go all the way back, and in that time it could have gotten killed by something. So it's a real pain sometimes. I used to have so much fun in the crossroads with my friends when I was younger. I think we always raided the crossroads in the Barrens, and we had a lot of fun doing it because we'd wipe it out, and then we'd try and attack Surge of Darkthorn, who was, I believe it was like the flight master there, and she would always wipe us out, and then I think we got to the highest level we could, and then we were able to finally take her down. But god, that was tough back in the day. But here we are now at Fort Triumph, and we're just going to seek out the stable master first and foremost, which is right in front of you there.
You need something?
And as you can see, I've got 5 spaces available. I've got 2 left there from my my live stream, which which I'm going to try and do every Sunday at 8:30 UK time if anyone's interested. And make sure you have at least 1 space free, like I said, and you've got an option of putting them in the stable, or you can actually release them, so it's entirely your choice, guys. And if you are enjoying this video, remember to try and give me a like and subscribe, because I'm only a small channel and I just want to keep growing and putting out more and more content. So next thing we're going to do is head on over to where its location is. So it's not very far at all. So yeah, literally just over the other side of the ridge there, and it's right next to the Horde sort of bonfire with a summer festival. I think it was called Summerfest or something like that. So there you go, it's right in front of you. So we're quite lucky, guys, because it was their first time, which is great, because I usually have some terrible luck. So in order to tame it, guys, the safest thing to do is put your frost trap out, make sure it's in the line of sight, and then press tame. And it won't be able to attack you because it'll be frozen. And it's as simple as that, guys, really. Unfortunately, they always shrink, but it does keep its name once it's tamed. And it's pretty cool because you can see it scuttling along. I'm just going to show you guys what it looks like up close. See, very sort of bug-like, really cool aesthetic. And we're just going to attack a few things just so I can show you the sort of attacking animation, things like that. I wanted to attack some of the horde dudes there, but it wouldn't let me for some reason. I think you have to sort of start the quest, which I do. I did do this after I stopped recording, unfortunately, because I probably could have added that and it would have been a fun watch. So I just thought I'd go around killing a couple of animals so you guys can see what it looks like when it's attacking. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool looking, to be fair. One of the better ones I've got. We got a couple more beetles coming up as well that look completely different to this. That's the one good thing about the beetles. There's a couple of different models, and I quite like the sort of variants they have. Yeah. So that's the Silithid Harvester, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'm your host, Rayman from Racemont Games. This is Killer Bane. And remember, guys, find your prey and stay steady, my fellow hunters. I will see you guys in the next video.